Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of NCW, also known as New Comic Wednesday. I said I was going to stop doing that, and then I'm still doing it. If you haven't been with us before, we chat for a few minutes every Wednesday about Stenoscope's newest releases. If you don't know who I am your NCW host, Amber, and the reason why we have umbrella and coffee is that our current team, our wonderful trade show team, Casey, Noah, and Jason, are in the rainy city. I can't remember. I know it's the Emerald City, but is there any other nickname for Seattle? I don't really know. And because it rains a lot, and also Starbucks is there. And so that's why we have those two things. Moving forward, if you're joining us for the very first time, like I mentioned, we talk about Stenoscope's newest releases, and we also give away a very, very exclusive showcase collectible of our Ncw Collectible cover, which I'll talk a little bit more about at the end of the stream. So make sure that you tune in. To find Stenoscope's newest releases, you will head to Stenoscope.com, press new releases, and then I'm laughing because we're all like, it's Amber. Who else would it be? Yeah. Anyway, to find Stenoscope's newest releases, you would head to Stenoscope.com, press new releases, and it will show you everything that has been released and then all of the previous releases on top of that. You can also get our latest releases digitally on Comixology on the go, or you can pick them up at your local comic shop. And you can subscribe so you can make sure that you never miss a new release by us, like I mentioned, coming out every Wednesday. To make sure that other people find out about Stenoscope's newest releases, please share, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, react to any platform that you are currently on. Sorry. Ralph in the background. Wait. Well, what is happening here? I don't know. I got both. Casey and I keep pressing because I'm not used to her. She is always in the background, but she said she wasn't going to be. And so I got used to controlling. And here she is in the background of Emerald City. But again, as always, you can find our latest releases by subscribing to our YouTube channel. So then you can hear everything that's going on with Coffee and Casey with Noah, catch up on our latest VCons, which will share some of our very, very rare collectibles and give you the first opportunity to buy those. You can also check out Movie Club, where we have an homage and we have stars from the Clerk series, which the third one should be dropping really, really soon. And we also do other streams where we do a retailer live stream and we partner with a comic shop and we give them 50% of the proceeds of that stream. So make sure that you subscribe so you never miss any of that stuff. Today, I will be talking about one release, and I will be having on our lovely co-founder, Hoisey, in the background, playing with his camera, Joe Brusha, who I once again did not prepare any questions for because it is so much more entertaining for me and the audience if we do it that way. But before I bring him on, I would like to share today's release, which is Mango and the Bunnyman, Green Eggs and BLAM #2. Like I mentioned before, Mango and the Bunnyman was a series that we did. The first issue of it actually sold out last year. And so this is the part 2 of that storyline. So there was an original trilogy. There's actually a graphic novel that you can get at Stenoscope.com right now, which is $10 and is such a steal and always sells out very, very fast at shows because it's a very, very funny storyline and a very original storyline. So part 2 of what we're talking about today is $5.99 in our web store. Like I mentioned, it was written by our own Joe Brusha. I refuse to say steal the way that Jason would say it, so I'm ignoring that, Casey. And we have 3 beautiful covers. And as always, Casey is going to pop those up so you can check them out. And let me know in the comments which is your favorite cover. You can see in our little blurb there who are all of the artists. And it's very interesting because the color scheme on Mango and the Bunnyman is usually like a darker color scheme, but it's really cool to see this cover C. I don't know if I support cover C or I don't support cover C because there is lovely dollar bills and maybe some action happening in cover C, but it is very bright pink and vibrant. So as always, tell me in the comments which is your favorite cover. The synopsis that I will read before bringing Joe on. Bunnyman teams up with his new best friend, Jackalope Jack, to find out what really happened to his father. They just 2 sex-starved rabbit cryptids out on a fun buddy trip, as you can tell from cover C, trying to avoid certain death by robot assassins and interdimensional killer dogmen. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so if you have never read Stenoscope or you've never read the storyline, you are probably reading the synopsis and thinking, what could possibly the story be about? And that's what it is. So without further ado, I bring on our lovely writer and his wonderful plushie.
Yes, and she didn't send me any questions. Zenjamin's going to do the interview. There you go.
Wow. Okay, Zenjamin, why did you decide to include a strip club theme in this storyline?
There's no strip club theme. What are you talking about? How dare you?
Oh, so it's just cover C. That is there's just pretty girls and one has a little fluffy bunny tail on the back of her tush. Yes, I saw that image.
You have to read the comic to find out.
So the synopsis is kind of, like I said, very weird, and I don't know where else to go with that. But so how is this storyline of Man Goat and the Bunnyman a little bit different than the storyline that you guys did about a year ago?
This one is much more about Bunnyman. The last one was a little bit more about Phil, Man Goat. So I think we follow a little bit more and get a little bit more of Bunnyman, Floyd's history. So that's the big difference.
Gotcha. And so it seems that in this part 2, we meet a character, or Floyd meets a character that is very important to his background. Yes, obviously you're continuing on Floyd's storyline. I don't want to give away the character. Should we give away the character? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he meets his dad.
I don't know which character you're talking about. Oh, his dad. Okay.
His dad. So we meet his dad.
Yes.
The quote unquote, what we know, the Easter Bunny. How do you feel that Floyd is preparing himself maturely for this? Like, do you feel that his character is going to have a lot of character development after meeting?
Not very well. Not very well. He's not a very mature character, and that's one of the things I think that's funny about him. He's very childlike. He gets very excited about things, and he doesn't have a firm grasp on reality. Even though he is a bunny man, so I guess it would be hard to have a grasp on reality if you were a bunny man. But I think by the end of this series, he'll definitely have grown up some. But right now he's just kind of still filled with wonder and just happy to meet his father, who he thought was the Easter Bunny, but maybe he is, maybe he isn't. You got to read to find out.
Why did you decide to split up Man Goat and Bunnyman more in this storyline? It seems like they're both on 2 different paths right now.
Yeah, so I think that they're they've been best friends for a while, and they're having problems like friends sometimes do. So Bunnyman has thoughts that Phil isn't as good a friend as he should be, and he probably isn't. So he's struck out on his own. He picked up a new friend, Jack, who is another cryptid, and he's trying to make his way without Phil.
How do we feel about Jack?
Jack's got a lot of problems. That's all I'll say about Jack.
Jack's like a sus character. I'm very sus about him.
Yes. Well, Jack's problems will be revealed soon in issue number 3.
Issue number 3. So is this storyline, again, I know you put part 1, part 2, part 3, but you obviously envisioned only 3 parts for the storyline, and then you'll go somewhere else with the characters later on. Yeah.
We tried to do these miniseries no more than 3 issues. I mean, I think getting away from miniseries in general, it's trying to get as few issues to get a full story as possible.
Why is it that you do that?
Because, why? See, here you go. That was a bullshit question right off. You didn't even know what you were going to ask that. I think because of the way entertainment's being consumed, just in general. Like right now, Di and I are watching Breaking Bad, so we're watching the whole series every day, 3, 4, 5 episodes, so we can get through it. Anything you watch anymore or read is pretty much a one sitting thing. As far as it's probably a big percentage. So we want to get that. I think the attention span of people in terms of entertainment has shrunk, and we want to get it to them as quickly as possible.
Is this your first time watching Breaking Bad?
I've tried to watch it a couple times. I've got through season 1 like 2 or 3 times, but now we're almost on season 4. So we'll finally get through it.
Yeah, season 1 to 1.5 is like kind of a struggle. And then once you hit the halfway point of season 2, then it kind of takes off from there.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I have a problem with all of these TV shows that everybody loves so much. I don't think they're as good as everybody thinks they are.
Well, you're wrong about
this in Vegas, I think.
Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show of all time. So there's nothing else to be said about that. But that's fine.
That's your opinion. And just like you think the Cowboys are good, you're probably wrong.
I don't know if you heard of a little reputable database called IMDb, but currently that's the number 2 show of all time. Number 1 is Planet Earth 2, and that doesn't count. That's not a scripted
Planet
TV
Earth
show.
2.
Yeah, did you ever watch Planet Earth? We're kind of getting on the side. No, but
No.
yeah, Planet Earth are like the top ones because they're not actually scripted TV shows, so it's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I don't know that it's the greatest TV show ever made yet. I have to wait and see how it ends.
It's a good ending. And Better Call Saul is really good, so I hope you make your journey to
That's
that.
what my son's watching. That he loves it. So,
but also very slow in the beginning, so you'll be in the same situation.
Yeah, I don't have patience for slow.
Okay, so back to Mango and the Bunnyman. We've talked before about that universe and how maybe we did a story earlier this year, All Guts No Glory. And I've asked this in every question, so I'll continue to. Are we going to see a crossover in the series? Or are we going to get a hint to it? Or did we
last time?
Did we get a hint to it in part 2? I can't tell if we did or not.
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I think if it's organic, we're not going to force anything. I think that we got to see how this second series sells. I think it's doing really well. And we'll go from there. I think there's definitely a possibility. I don't know. I can't think past next month. So
did you not think of another series to be in this crossover, or have you thought of another?
No, I have not. Focusing on this one. After this series, I'm done writing for a little while, except for Robin Hood, because I have some other things to focus on. So I'm just going to be writing Robin Hood, and I got to finish up about 3 or 4 scripts, rewrite them, and then that's it. I'm out.
Breaking news. You heard Joe. I was going to say, if you stop writing Robin Hood, I'll be really upset about it.
I'll keep writing Robin Hood. I'll keep involved in the creative, but there's just other things I got to focus on for a little bit.
I did a deep dive actually on Robin Hood very recently, and it did a synopsis on your character and your analysis as a person and how it relates to Robin Hood. And I think that's why I like Robin Hood so much. Can I
see this? Can I see this thing?
Yeah, I have a lot of notes on it. I'm like, Joe writes Robin Hood really well because that, and I like Robin Hood so much because Joe writes it like, just so you know. Interesting.
Well, I would love to see that. I would love to see what your damaged brain is thinking of my not damaged brain.
Anyway, so is there any Easter eggs that you ever put into this storyline? I know it's been a long time for Mango, but do you ever shout out other storylines that we don't notice, or are there things that you like to put in that only that you kind of wish the audience would pick up on?
Occasionally, I'm trying to think of some areas. I mean, I think that's going to be a big part of next year's. We're doing kind of a Cthulhu, Grim Fairy Tales, bringing that into that universe, and I think there's a lot of things in that. Every once in a while, I mean, I don't do it a ton. I'm trying to think if there's any Easter eggs in this. No, there's just a lot of Dr. Seuss. So
Casey put a funny thing: Easter eggs, Mango and the Bunnyman. There must be at least one.
There must be at least one.
How's there not an egg in the Easter egg in this storyline?
That's true. Yes, correct. That's about the only Easter egg.
That's it. Wow. So one other question that really doesn't have to do much about this storyline, but in general, besides Robin Hood and obviously you writing Mango and the Bunnyman, what is your favorite series to write at Stenoscope? And I think I know the answer, so I'm interested to see.
I don't know the answer because you didn't give me this question and prep me on it, so I don't even know what the hell I got to think for a minute. I really like writing the Mystere books. I think Mystere is becoming one of my favorite characters, and that wasn't what you thought I was going to say, was it?
No.
Yeah, I like that character. I really want to expand her. I think that there's a lot that you can do there with the, she has control of dead spirits. So and she can communicate with them, and there's a lot there. I think I liked writing her stories lately. But what were you going to think I was going to say?
What did you think I was going to?
What did you think I was going to say?
Okay,
now.
I thought that you were going to say myth and legends because you love researching, I feel like, myth and legends, and you always have a concept of somebody and you dive very deep into whatever research you're doing. So I was convinced it was a myth and legends.
Thank you. I did really enjoy writing the Cthulhu script that I just did but that was Tales of Terror. So, yeah, there's nothing I don't enjoy writing. I've just really been thinking about the Mystere character for a while, just how cool she is. And I think I think we could do a whole lot of stuff with her. So, but yeah, I like it all.
In the future. Okay. Also, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to shout out about Stenoscope, different projects that you have working on? I know maybe there's a Kickstarter coming up.
Yes. So Kickstarters, the cards are, geez, come on, Amber. This is the kind of studio you set me up with. I came in here like, whoa, you there? There we go.
You're still
like
here.
I do like the backdrop. This is good.
Very fancy. Yeah, I need a backdrop. Once I move, I'll have like a nice backdrop.
Yeah, that's on my list. Believe me, I put it on my list of you getting some kind of studio wherever you're at. Are you not going to Emerald City?
No, the team's just going.
Okay, all right. So Kickstarters. So the trading cards are all in. I think everybody saw that. They started shipping Kickstarters out today, so you guys should see those in the next 2-3 weeks. Everybody should probably get their rewards. We're doing a horror box set Kickstarter, which looks, there it is. Wow, Casey on top of it. Good job. What is Casey doing this from Emerald City? Is she doing this from Seattle?
Yes, she wasn't supposed to join us, and she joined anyway. So I'm like, okay.
Good job, Casey. This doesn't mean I'm joining the Fantasy Football League. It does not mean I'm doing that.
Oh, I forgot to.
Are you doing it? Huh?
Well, I was going to do it because I thought we all agreed that we were going to do it.
No, we agreed to that bet, but which
Yeah,
I'm going to win. But I will probably do it, but I have suggestions. But yeah, so that horror box set, which you just saw, it's going to include Satan's Hollow, Paradise Court, 2 series that I wrote a while ago, and then Devil's Road, which I think Ralph wrote most of, and which is a really cool, kind of based on a true story. So those 3 hardcovers in a box set, that's going to launch, I think next week. I should have the date in front of me. Maybe Casey knows it or you know it. But that's be pretty cool. Our Van Helsing box set did really well. This is going to be 3 hardcovers in a special box set with some prints. It's pretty awesome. So if you like horror, this will be something you don't want to miss.
I think it launches August 25th, so next week.
August 25th. Yeah. VIP event coming up. I heard you talk about that. Anything else? I'm going to Disney World.
When?
September, right before the VIP event. It's my own personal. I will not talk to anybody while I'm there. I enjoy Disney immensely, so I will just do my own.
Are you not going to Halloween Horror Nights?
When does it start?
Always the middle of September.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go. I mean, maybe we'll go with one night. I don't know. Disney is tough. I love the Halloween Horror Nights, but I wonder if the parks will be set up. So, other than that, I probably should have wrote down some announcements to make. That was my bad, but I didn't get any questions. So,
that's fair. Gus wants to know if Devil's Road will be available on its own. I know that we obviously have that in the web store.
Yes. Devil's Road is not, because it hasn't been published yet. It's been waiting on the shelf for literally 5 years. So this will finally be published. Yes. Like I said, it's a really kind of cool story.
I can't tell if I lost Joe. Casey, did I lose Joe? Oh,
all right. Somebody was calling me. I said I got a call from Bargersville, New Jersey. So Devil's Road, yeah. And then Ralph wrote a backup story to it too. So it'll be all new content. Never been published. I'm pretty sure we're allowing it to be bought as an individual item through the Kickstarter, and if not, it'll eventually be available by itself on the web store. So
cool. So again, like we said, there's Kickstarter coming out. It's going to launch next week. Like Joe mentioned, for the trading cards that the Kickstarter happened before. Those will be coming shortly to folks. The Christmas in July/August was still going on. Has that ended?
I think we're going to go a couple more days. It's almost over. It's going to be pretty much over. The cards are almost out. There is one other thing I will say, although, you know what? We'll save it. We'll save it for the August live stream. We have a new really cool statue. If Gary's watching, it's Carrie. She'll lose her mind, and it looks really good, but we're not sure how we're going to produce it yet, but that'll be coming up. Hopefully we'll have it in-house in a couple weeks.
New statue in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Wow.
The prototype, not for sale, the prototype. We're still not sure if we're going to Kickstart it, or we're working with the manufacturer who might make it too, so a distributor.
Cool.
All right.
So that's all the updates latest for Stenoscope. And thanks so much, Joe, for joining me. I know that is always enlightening for you.
Yes,
you have such a great time.
Yep. Thank you for giving me questions. I love it when you give me the questions up front. It's great. And,
so weird. My producer was supposed to send you those and she didn't.
Yeah.
So
okay, Case. All right. I guess I'm gonna yell at her. All right.
Thanks for joining us, Joe. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
So again, we were talking about today's release, which is Mangoat and the Bunnyman, #2, Green Eggs and BLAM. And like we mentioned, this is the part of a second series that we have at Stenoscope. So part 1 is Mangoat and the Bunnyman, which you get in our web store right now. Like I said before, the single issue, the first issue, sold out. So we made it a graphic novel. So it's just $10 right now on the web store. I think it's $9.99. Go pick it up. Got the original storyline. It's hilarious. And like we mentioned, part 2 is more of a coming of age storyline that our boy Floyd, aka the Bunnyman, is currently on his way. Like we mentioned, so at the beginning of the segment, I talked about how we have an NCW collectible cover. We do one every single month. It's always a limited run. It's usually $1.99. And you can pick that up in our web store actually right now. But we also do a showcase version of this cover. This is this month's cover. The showcase is not being able to be bought. It's just acquired by different types of giveaways that we give every single week. So last week we had a couple of stipulations, and this week's stipulation is that you have to be the first to come see us at Emerald City. So come by the booth, like we mentioned, 218. We are at Emerald City right now, aka tomorrow, but the team is there setting up today. And our winner this week is, keeps getting ready in the background. It's Larry.
Larry Younger.
Oh, I didn't know if you made it. Well, it is Larry. There's no little banner, but congratulations, Larry Younger, on being our winner of our latest NCW Showcase collectible. So, woohoo! So happy for you. Yay. Like I mentioned, the stipulations are come by the booth tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but probably tomorrow because somebody always asks within the first couple of hours of the show for the collectible. So make sure that you check that out. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up, but the most recent is that we have a VCon right around the corner. It is happening, I believe, next week. It is our back to school, SKOOL, because we're cool. That's what it is. Yep. August 23rd and 24th. You'll be able to get the hottest collectibles. And if you've never joined us for a VCon before, welcome. We would love to have you. It's a lot of fun. The audience is fun. We usually do some exclusive interviews. I believe Ivan Tao will be interviewed, and you guys are going to have a really great time. You also have the first dibs at rare collectibles and sometimes exclusives that we haven't given away or sold in many, many years. So come join us for the VCon. We also always do coffee with Casey and Noah every Monday at 1 p.m. or they're coming back for a VCon. So I believe on Tuesday, they'll be doing a VCon and they'll also do coffee with Casey and Noah. And they are currently following a graphic novel list right now. So it looks like next week's graphic novel is The Little Mermaid. So go buy on our web store, check it out. And then you can kind of talk a little bit in the comments with them about what they thought about the storyline. Like we said, Christmas in July/August is still going on. I believe there's only a couple days left. So if you buy anything from the web store, all the details are there. Our latest Everything Zen, which is our podcast where you can get all major podcasts, is live on YouTube, on wherever you listen to podcasts, I almost said Shopify, Spotify, Pandora, podcasts, etc. You can listen to that. We have an incredible Cobra Kai guest, and you can hear, you can also figure out ways to win other different groups. I have a good lineup of people today. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like we had a really good NCW and we're coming to a close rather fast. We will be hosting our movie club, but it's on a new date. It's happening 2 Wednesdays from now. So that's August 31st at 6 p.m. Pirates of the Caribbean. Interested to hear everyone's feedback on that. So join the movie club crew for Pirates of the Caribbean. And as always, our artist, Sam Komunaki, unveils a homage cover that you're able to buy following movie club. Our next VIP event, which is our second one of the year and our second/only one left of the year, will be taking place in Philly. It is a little over a month away. So go and see that right now. Go get tickets. If you're not a VIP, you can actually become a VIP and get a ticket at a discounted price. So head to Stenoscope.com right now to check that out. It's going to be a really fun-filled weekend. As you mentioned, you can ask Joe questions that he doesn't know about, like I do on NCW. You really want to do that. You can probably get on Ralph's nerves, which is another one of the things that I love to do. We could talk about the Fantasy Football League, which I'm sure you guys will be dying to hear about because at that point we'll have played at least 2 games. I think then going on third week's game. So people will be talking smack. Plus we'll have 3 incredible artists. And you're going to be able to get all of your stuff signed. So like people, the VIPs always ask, how much is too much that I can bring, etc. Obviously be respectful of the artist that's going to be there, but we want to make sure that you get all of the collectibles exclusives from those artists that you've had and collected for years signed. So bring it and check it out. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading one of the questions. Like, do you play a sport or dance? I do play a sport. I am a runner and also a lifter. I dance in my free time, but I'm not a professional dancer. So a side note on that. moving forward, I think that's kind of our stream breakdown. You can join me next Wednesday. Oh, what's coming out next week? I guess maybe we should talk about it. So last week we told you that the Grimm Fairy Tales annual was coming out last week, and it wasn't. It obviously did not come out today, so we lied. Surprise! But it's coming out next week. So maybe I'll have Dave on, or I'll have another special guest on. Maybe I'll bring Rob on because I haven't had him on in a while, and we should talk about the VIP event a little bit more for fans who are not VIPs, but maybe want to learn information about it. So, as always, thank you so much for joining us at Ncw, on Ncw. If you missed the episode, go back and rewatch. If you'd like to hear other latest releases, you can always go back on our YouTube channel. Like we said, like, subscribe, push that notification bell. But you can go back and you can watch past videos. So you know exactly what released what days, so you can inform your comic shops. And it can also share you what covers we have, what artists or what writers. I'd really like to bring on some more of the artists. I know they're a little bit harder to come by, but I haven't had them on an NCW in a very long time. So as always, this is Amber signing off NCW, where you come for the covers, but you stay for the stories. I will see everybody next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Until then, make sure you tune in Coffee Casey Noah next Tuesday, NRBCon. Bye, everybody.